What's going on, guys? Friday, you made it. Congratulations. Christmas weekend. Hope you guys have some awesome Christmas plans, holiday plans, whatever it is. Up at 6:20. Actually, I've been up since like 5 trying to find a decent thumbnail, but I couldn't think of anything. Just want to hang out for a little bit before I head out to the gym. I have like 5 videos to edit. It's crazy. That's where I've been though. Harry, what's up? Daniel, dude, what's up? How are you awake? What is it, like 8:22 for you? Ranjit? Ha! Harry got you beat, Daniel. Edwin, what's up? Chad? Tech Life? Oh, dude, Tech Life, what's up? I'm good, man. How are you guys? How are you guys? Maurice? Salute. South Korea, what up? Morning boy already had, oh, half one. It's already half one. Does that mean 1:30 or 12:30? I'm gonna guess 12:30. It's evening. Dude, you guys made it to Christmas weekend. Are you guys hype? What'd you guys get for Christmas? I got myself a job at YouTube. Like, this is what I got for Christmas. Okay. 1:30 in the UK. Love the quality of your latest stuff. Thanks. I recorded, I got 5 interviews coming. It's, back in the States. Oh, 7:30? Okay, so you're CST. You got the week off? Dude, that's sweet. Happy holidays. Thanks, man. You too. 9 p.m. where Edwin's at. Yesterday, people keep asking me about cybersecurity. So yesterday, Live Overflow and I, we did an interview. So I did an interview, how to get started, cybersecurity, penetration testing, all that stuff. And then we also did an actual penetration test where he showed me how to hack into basically GitLab. You could hack into people's GitLab servers and find their code. And this was like a known bug. You could find their code, information files on their server. This was like known until like 3 weeks ago. GitLab just patched this 3 weeks ago. That was pretty cool. That'll be a cool video. Also, I got another interview. Ooh, this video is kind of, this song is a little bit too hype. Please go live on Christmas Eve. I'll be live. Don't even worry. I've just been super busy recording videos and auxiliary YouTube stuff. Lots of emails, all that stuff. Teaching code. Yeah, I got another interview with someone. His name is Eddie. He's been in the industry for 15 years, hiring people, and it's I don't know if I like this though. It's a video about how he hires people, how he hires juniors, what he looks for. That'll be a good interview. I've just got so much content to edit, so I figured we do a live stream. I'll go to the gym, come back, release a video, be good to go. You guys got big plans? Bowadu? What's going on? Let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. I also still have to be like relatively quiet because my girlfriend's sleeping because it's 6:25. I feel like I sound tired. I haven't been talking. Like, this is the first time I've been talking today, so I sound tired. Music's good. Alright. Dude, Harry. Are you in the UK? I forget. Yeah, you're in the UK, right? So, like, explain to me what Boxing Day is and why we don't have Boxing Day. $14.25, that's true. 2:30. Basically just the day after Christmas. Mega Man hits me with a 5. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Their surfs like a box of food, and I was like, are you just making this up? was like, that's the most British thing you could say. Hey, so your channel is awesome. Appreciate you. It's like the rest of the world's Black Friday. I don't think so. Make a video on cool jobs. There's lots of cool jobs. I'll write this down. Actually, I don't know. Do you have a cold or something? No, it's just 6:27 in the morning. And I haven't been talking yet. So, like, you know, when you sound, like, tired in the morning. What's with the voice? I don't know. Maybe my microphone's messed up, but I'm tired. Feel a little bit groggy. But we're doing it. We're doing it anyways. Doesn't matter. I definitely sound different. Yeah. I should have gone to the gym, like, worked out, but, like, yeah. Auto-tune grind. Alright, hold on. Alright, what about now? Is this better? Is this better? Okay. Okay, good. I don't know. This happened before with the other microphone. Thanks, Robin. My videos are pure gold. Actually, they're 24 karat, not quite pure, but they're getting there. They're pretty close. Make it high pitch. What are my plans for Christmas? My plans for Christmas, probably make videos, edit videos, do the same thing I always do. Maybe go see Aquaman, that'd be fun. What'd you guys get for Christmas? Or what do you guys want for Christmas? Really, for me, I don't really know what it means. Like, I haven't gotten Christmas gifts in, like, years. So it's like, I don't know, Christmas is just kind of like hanging out. Hello, what phone do you use? G Leon, I got you covered, man. This is a Galaxy S9. The only phone that I've ever cracked in my life was the best phone I've ever had in my life, which happens to be a Galaxy S9. You can't see it, but I cracked the corner. New Year's resolution? Harry, logical fallacy with that New Year's resolution. If you have a resolution, do it now. Don't wait till New Year. Waiting to some arbitrary day to do something just means you're going to wait when you get to that day to the next day to do something, because that's what you've been doing. It's my opinion on Flutter. Is it going to kill React Native? Isn't that like, I think that's like supported by Google, right? Everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think so. There's a lot of people that use React Native, so it's like, it was first. People picked that up first. You'd have to kill all the React Native apps out there first. And people are still picking it up because it's, React is, okay, so you got React, which is nice, and then you got React Native, which isn't too much of a stretch, versus this whole, you know, Flutter. And you have to learn Flutter in its entirety. Looks like a Note 9. It's a Galaxy Note 9. You are correct. How do you get out of the tutorial zone? You get to apply for jobs. Get out of the tutorial zone, apply for jobs. They'll send you a code test, and then you'll see what you're really made of. You want to know about Open Classrooms? So Open Classrooms gives you the equivalent of a bachelor's level in the EU at the end. So get into Project Zone. Tutorial Zone can be Project Zone. That's why I didn't want to say that, Daniel. Sometimes I just like, when I'm like listening to trap music, I'm just like, I should make rap videos. Or they should let me film. They should let me like make rap videos. Like for like, I don't know, who would I want to make rap videos for? Maybe Drake or Tyga. I don't know. Thoughts on blockchain? Blockchain's good. It's not going anywhere. Sound like someone I met in the dark corner of prison and he has something for you? Yeah. I don't know why it does that. It was flashing. Just happens sometimes. How do you get momentum in work? Because this has been a crappy week. You just keep the momentum. To get momentum, you have to keep momentum. That's circular logic. Let me actually give you something. Just because it's been a crappy week isn't an excuse. I know a lot of people that have had crappy weeks and still do what they do. I haven't had a particularly productive week or great past few days. To be honest, I felt like zero strength, didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't upload videos, but I've been editing and filming videos. G. Leon. What? Mark, good morning. How's it going, man? All you want for Christmas is developer right now. I don't do the rapping. That's not me. I just do the... What are your thoughts on CrossFit gyms? Pass. Not a pull-up was done that day. Miss me with those kips. Ugh. Do you have a fitness band or something? A fitness band. I think that doesn't exist. We should be the first to make it. What are you doing filming this early? You gotta film when you get up. You gotta always film. I have a timer set for 1 hour, so when we get there, I'm gonna go to the gym. So otherwise I'll stand here for like 2.5 hours. You'll provide the beats? The kipping pull-ups are what's keeping you from joining? Chad Cook, this is my main issue with CrossFit, is that they sacrifice form for reps, and a lot of people get injured because of that. They also do Olympic lifts, which are meant to do just a few times, like 30 times. How many strict pull-ups can you do? Plenty, I guess. I usually do 6 to 8 between every set. I've never just gone to failure. I usually do weighted. Nice lighting. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't really do pull-ups to fatigue. I don't see any point in that really. What I'll do instead is I'll take a weight belt and I'll add an extra 70 pounds, and then I can do about 4. It's 5:30 on the West Coast. What's up, dude? Benjamin, how's it going, man? Should you start learning ES6 or ES5? You have to learn both anyways. But I would just focus on regular JavaScript. Don't get confused in those syntax. Sync those lights with your beats. I could if it was on speaker, but I can't because it's not on speaker. What do you do for rear delts? Face pulls? Or bent? What's your plan on next cinematic intro? People want me to do the Thanos like fadeaway, like evaporate. I might do that. How old are you? I'm 28. Best framework for a newbie? Probably Vue or React. Do I have any other hobbies besides YouTube and programming? I like film, special effects. YouTube is a hobby and the profession. What else do I like to do? I like working out. I'm really into fitness, travel. I like stuff that flies, aviation, gaming, game dev, lots of stuff. Technology. Thoughts on JavaScript survey? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Why don't you put up a gaming stream one day just for fun? I did that once. I did a gaming stream. And the stream went from... why can't I talk? The stream went from 100 viewers to like 28. Like instantly. Like, people just don't want to watch games. I'd have to move to Twitch. And then whoever wants to go can watch me game on Twitch. And we can do like games with subs or whatever. But I thought that people that dev would want to play games. But they're like, nah, man, I just want to code all day. Alright, more power to you. So that didn't go as planned. You say game dev. Do you actually make games or just like the concept? I've made a couple games. I've mentioned it before, but I have a game on the App Store. It's free. It's called Rocket Sling. I made it in C# in Unity, and then I made a couple other games. If you can go look at my other videos way back. I was making a multiplayer game with loot and stuff. The previous video on resources to learn. Dude, there's way more. I missed, but I added some in the comments below. And then also, I was gonna make like this telekinesis game where you like use your telekinesis powers to like lift boxes and like platform over and stuff. And then as you play the game, they get stronger, and so then you could like fly and all. I don't know. C# all the way. I probably do it in Unreal now in C++ because that's industry standard. And you got memory management to a degree. Ever thought on breaking into machine learning? I did a couple videos on machine learning. It's very math heavy. It's okay. I did a live stream for machine learning, and we went from 100 people down to like 13 people at one point, and then back up to 20, and then it hovered right around like 26, 27. Everyone's like, "Oh, what's this? Miss me with that math, fam." No thanks. C# equals C++++. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind machine learning. I thought it was pretty interesting. It's a little bit time consuming. Thanks for the content. Been a viewer since April. Last 3 weeks, we've had 3 interviews and got 3rd round. Ooh, nice, dude. Congrats, Ben. Your background in engineering with math should help you get in. I don't need to get in anywhere necessarily, but I can learn it. And I was learning it. Like, I don't mind. It was fun for me, but I just have so much other stuff to do. It's very time consuming. When does the live overflow vid come in? Interested to see what you learned? Well, there's 2 vids. There's one for the interview for people to get involved, and there's another interview where we actually do the thing. Probably today or tomorrow. Well, yeah, so I actually have like 5 videos recorded, 5 interviews recorded. You probably answered it 1,000 times, but you're new. Where do you get started making and building things? Is GitHub a place? GitHub is the place where you keep your code. You keep track of your code there. It's not really like a... Well, you can actually host static websites with GitHub Pages. I made a video on that. You can go watch how to host a website with GitHub Pages. If you're new, I made a video of a bunch of free places to learn web development, like over 20 in the last video. Just, you don't even have to watch the video. Just go click on the video and then scroll down to the comment, and I linked all the resources there. Do I know C++ or will you learn it from somewhere? I don't know C++, so I guess I gotta learn it. No big deal. What do you think is better to learn first, Angular versus React? I made a video on this. I'm gonna say Vue, React, Angular. Do you make tutorials? That's not really my thing. I'm more of like, here are the resources, this is how you get into the industry. Learning code, yeah, that's a core part of it, right? But there's a whole lot of people that learn code and then they don't know what to do next. Or they're like, what code do I learn? Are you from Finland? In Ole. Olin Amerikasta. Suomen paras kanava. Yeah, no, I'm not from Finland. If you didn't know, that means I'm from America. That's how you say that in Finnish. Did you guys know that the Lord of the Rings Elvish language was based on Finnish? So like occasionally I'll hear like some words, I'm like, wait, what? Is that Finnish? How's your dad? I guess he's good. Just doing his work thing. How do you keep the motivation? Alright, motivation is bullcrap, okay? It's fleeting. Motivation is garbage. I'm not saying that it's not real, because motivation is definitely real, but you shouldn't depend on motivation. I'm not motivated. Like, go watch my other video, in my resource video. I really wasn't motivated to do that video, but there I was making the video, doing it anyways. That's what that looks like. Like, It's like I wasn't feeling it necessarily, but that's how it goes, right? You have to do the thing first, and then the motivation comes. If you wait for it to be the other way around, you're going to be waiting until the end of time. Did you learn something in Finland? Yeah, I basically have a mechanical engineering degree. Kone Technica. Yeah. Kone Tech. I forget what the words are. Kone Technica, Toady Stews or something. I was also married to a girl there. I had a Finnish wife, and I had a Finnish family, had a Finnish mother-in-law, had a Finnish father-in-law, had a Finnish guide dog, had some Finnish cats. Do you need a visa? No, I'm American. Do I need a visa for Finland? I do now. I'm not married anymore. Let's say you land a remote job. Could you try to do the work overseas where the cost of living is cheaper? Yeah, for like global arbitrage. Yeah, you could do that, Mark. I think that's what a lot of digital nomads do. The deal here is when I moved to Utah, I wasn't planning on becoming a programmer at all. I was just going to be a mechanical engineer for the rest of my life and work in a cubicle until I realized I had that moment. I was like, nope, it's not my life. And so I had dogs by then, so now I can't really go anywhere because I have dogs and a house. Do you ever think you'll stop using YouTube and push traffic to your vids on your own website? Sharina, I think that would be shooting myself in the foot. There's way more traffic by default that I can siphon to my channel on YouTube than if I have to go and pay for traffic to go to my channel. How do I get new people, you know? Thoughts on buying niche sites for more passive income? Are you asking me about like the coding phase deal? I mean, they're hit or miss. I've never had one. I don't have any passive niche sites for advertising revenue. That's not what I do. But I don't think, even then the passive income is up and down because you need traffic. Can I correlate what I learned as a mechanical engineer with programming? Not really. It's not a one-to-one. I mean, there's certain steps in like problem solving and stuff, but like from Empire Flippers, I don't know. People just want passive income. Oh, just make a niche site and put some content on there, and then boom, you get traffic, which hopefully they click on your ads. That's not how it works. To build passive income, you need to get assets, man. Don't depend on these niche sites that come and go, because as soon as your niche is irrelevant, you lose that passive income. It's not dependable long term. Build a product, sell that product, build a SaaS product, sell a SaaS product. Just wondering if it's in the future since YouTube won't always be what it is now. I think YouTube will always be around. It will always be a relevant thing, but it's not like I'm just on YouTube. I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Snapchat, I have a number of different websites that I'm on. How old are you? I'm 28. How did you survive fluid mechanics? Nobody gets out of fluid mechanics alive. I'm actually a zombie. There are 3 people in the office today. What time should you leave? The question is, why did you show up on a Friday before Christmas? I'm working from home, guys. That's it. And then you don't even work because it's Friday before Christmas. What age did you start coding? Like 25? The reason that you understand Sharp so well is because you came from Java. I think it's not too far. It's not too far from JavaScript. I did have to learn like getters and setters and stuff. You totally forgot to let your boss know before he left for vacation? Well, if he's already gone on vacation, why don't you just work at home and just, when everyone's like, oh, where's he at? Just be like, oh, I told him I'm at home. Article 13 in Europe, do you think it will affect European YouTube? I forget. I'm not really sure. Thoughts on recent congressman hearing about Google? I didn't know that was a thing. I'm too busy, not worried about other people's problems so much. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. The size of a man by the size of his problems right now, and I have bigger things to accomplish. I'm trying to get people into the industry. Not worried about what Congress says about some Google CEO I don't really give a shit about. Too busy. Still waiting on an Instagram live notification. I really don't know how many people would show up. Should we try and do it? Alright. My first Instagram live. Best resource to learn Python? Automate the boring stuff with Python. That's a pretty good book. Yeah, YouTube is good. Automate the Boring Stuff is a book. It's free if you go to the website and learn it. But they have a paid course on Udemy that you can watch him do it. Oh, God, yeah, you asked me about my 2019 goals, by the way. 2019 goals are the same as 2018 goals. There's no real difference. Maybe just the 365 calendar days that I have. Probably... I mean, I gotta get to 100k subs. Hopefully this live overflow video does well. And then he's like, hey guys, go look at Josh. That'd be cool. I'd like to travel. I'd like to meet all the people that I've done videos with. That'd be like true goals right there. Go meet those people, sit down with them, make a plan, get them into the industry. Boom. Kind of early, but you never know. I mean, I could try. I just feel like it would take away from the actual stream, right? So if I like live stream both, I'd be looking at two different places. But I should try it. You're right. I just got to figure out how to do it. How do I do it? I don't know how to do it. Tips on getting back into the gym? Go to the gym. There's no tip in getting back to the gym. I mean, like, you're gonna work out on like day 1 and day 2. Day 1's gonna be terrible after you're done because you're gonna be super sore the next day, and you're gonna think that soreness is gonna last forever. That's what it always feels like. Like, I took a few days off from the gym and I went back and now I'm like super sore. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I don't want to be here, but you have to keep going. Good morning, Rory. What's up, man? You're way older than me. Do I regret anything in the past? Well, I mean, I wouldn't be who I am today if that didn't happen. What'd I miss? Policy at CMU. How would you factor the chance of a return offer between the two internships? Oh, you got a software engineering offer from Google and a data engineering offer from Facebook. You want to work at Google, but FB has a higher conversion rate. Honestly, I don't know. Just pick one and go. Like, Facebook seems pretty chill. You're not allowed to make any videos on public record, though. So I tried to interview a Facebook manager. I was going to interview a Facebook hiring manager, and they were like, "Sorry, we can't do that. We're not allowed to talk and make videos." So just, yeah. You only have the energy to lurk, Aubrey. Well, appreciate you, man. Oh, stretches for lower back. I don't really know. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, how do I stretch this? Who's in line for the next dev story? There's no one in line, really. It just kind of happens. I'm just kind of like, hey, anybody in the Discord got a job recently? Let's talk about it. Cobra. Yeah, that's true. Cobra's pretty good. Downward dog, I'm not that flexible. I'm still working on that. Just started learning JavaScript, no questions. Just thanks for being an inspo. Why I say inspo? Inspiration. Rick Moranis. Dude, I miss Rick Moranis, but you're welcome, man. How's the feedback, Josh? Other Josh. If someone just got into coding, iOS dev, will Swift be enough to get a job? I don't know if it'll be it. You're asking about like mobile. Mobile's not like my super forte. I would say you should be okay. Not sure. Maybe learn Objective-C. I don't actually really know, man. Yeah, man. I'm glad they're working for you. I think people are like, oh, what are these? I think they're okay. Like if you go watch my other resume videos, I think they reflect what I'm like criticizing. Is it possible to work from home for Google? Google is not a fan of remote. I know one guy that was quitting Google, and then he moved away, and Google let him work remote for two months until he quit. But not if he was going to stay. Got to go to the office. So they don't like it. You're working at a low voltage design company, but you want to work on your software skills. How do you suggest it? You're taking some Udemy courses. You got to make some projects. So make sure the Udemy courses are you building projects. The extra income you're making from web dev is thick. Well, McMaster or MC Master. I don't really know how to say your name, dude, but like I think you have to have sales skills. If you want to freelance web dev, you have to be able to sell. You got to be able to, oh, by the way, I can make you a site. Like, not a lot of devs can communicate in general. They're like, oh, talking. Nice to meet you. And then they hit you with that dev fish handshake and the interview. Do you need an H-1B visa if you want to work remote? No, you don't need to. You don't need an H-1B visa if you want to work remote for the USA. Chances are they'll just hire you as a contractor. I know one guy. I worked with one guy who lived in Ireland. He worked for a company in Idaho, remotely, contract, no visa needed. Patrick. Can I tell you what does native add to mobile dev? I don't really know. Not a native dev. I mean, I could give you false information. Everyone in here be like, Josh, that's incorrect. So I'm not going to do that. Are hybrid apps by JS good to compete with apps in terms of app function, feel? What? I don't understand what you're saying. What tips do you do for the first interview? All right, this is my pro tip. This is my pro game plan for the interview. You go in, you shake their hand, blah blah blah. Do like sit down, introduce yourself. Make sure you bring the resumes if they don't already have it, right? You want to give them copies of your paper resume. Make sure you got like 5 or 6, hand out to everybody. Chances are they'll already have it, but you look prepared. And then next, you gotta ask who you're working with. You gotta ask to see the project that you're gonna be working on. You gotta ask to go meet those people that you're gonna be working with. You gotta ask to go meet the CTO if he's there, and the CEO, or you just gotta meet everyone. And in your mind, you gotta be already working there. That's like the best tip I can give you. Like in your head, when you go to the interview, you already have the job. Like this is great. Code test, all right, you're past that already in your head. People like they just stop. They're like, oh, code test. Oh, I'm freaking out. They're gonna give me a code test. You're already past that. That's fine. You're not worried about it. You already worked there. I mean, what would you hire some guy that was like, yeah, bro, I got this code test. Yeah, but like, when can we get started? Let's just go. Or would you hire some guy that's like, how do you prepare for automation? That's my only worry for the future. Learn how to code. Tie yourself to the mean stack. Is this a good skill going into the field? I would swap out Angular for React. That depends on where you live, though. If where you live is Angular, maybe Angular's good. If where you live is React, or both, or maybe where you live is PHP, and maybe look for a remote job. I just think overall the growth rate of React jobs exceed the growth rate of Angular jobs. So therefore, I would go with React. But that's not, you know, I still see lots of Angular jobs too. We're on like Angular 8 now or something. Version 8. You're from India and you want to make a YouTube channel. Alright, dude. Do it up. We'll all subscribe. We'll be there. Freelance versus full-time job. I made a video about that, Mohammed, but let me just give you the quick overview. If you're freelance, manage your time, manage your money, manage your taxes, manage the quality of the work that you produce, manage how much you cost. I said money, but like, you know. Full-time job, benefits. You get told what to do. There's a never-ending amount of work, hopefully, and you don't get to do what you want when you want. You guys got big plans for the weekend? Who disliked the stream? There's always someone. Doesn't matter. I welcome everybody. No need to worry about the automation. Yeah, they need programmers to yeah. We still have to maintain the robots until they program the robots to maintain the robots, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. Last minute Christmas shopping. I feel that. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just editing videos, really. I have an interview. Not like an interview, but like I have a meeting with Pramp today. What else I got? I got a student. I got to validate his project. I got a meeting with Pramp. We're gonna figure out what we can do for 2019. Lots of editing. Gotta go to the gym, etc. No plans for the weekend, chilling. Best stack for .NET in general. Best stack for .NET is .NET. Do I know any tech-friendly areas in the Midwest? Austin is pretty good. What do you mean beginner-friendly, though? Like tech-friendly. Austin, Texas, Salt Lake City, Denver, Colorado. If you mean Midwest, like Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe Chicago. PHP versus JavaScript. JavaScript will win. Why don't I let a third party edit the vids? That's a good point. I've thought about it, right? But this is a problem. My editing is my personality. The way I edit my videos to cut myself off is part of my editing for humor. Or the way, for example, if I made that, like, if you're not first, your last joke in the last video and the other person editing it didn't cut it off right there, it wouldn't have made the point as powerful. So like it's just a huge part of personality. Also, I really like editing and I like learning about it. I like getting better at it. I like film. It's like the time-consuming technicality of everything. It's really tedious, it's kind of boring, but there's so much to learn. Shake and bake, dude. Justin. That's right. Kansas City? Oh, I don't really know. Machine learning is the future? And probably in a lot of areas. I mean, eventually, yeah. Any new tattoos in the near future? Probably not. I don't really think about it too much. It never really crossed my mind. Maybe. Did I buy any presents for your dogs? Dude, Tortilla asking the real questions. Hold on. Yeah, bro. I got presents for the doggos. Right here. Got a little. They found it, though, and they opened it up, and they started eating them before I realized it. But yeah, dude. We got presents for the doggos. Don't eat them. But boy! You always want more tats? I think everybody wants more tats. I just dropped him down there. Like, he's like over here. He's over here sleeping. And I like put that little bag next to him, and his eyes just went like, cause he's like, oh, jackpot. But I was like, boy, you better not eat those. Now he's just like staring at them like in temptation. What time do the dogs wake up? They wake up when I get up, generally. So like between 4 and 6. I think everyone in the military wants more tats. Like my friend, he's a staff sergeant in the Marines, and like he already has so many tattoos. Like he's so tatted up that when he went to re-enlist in the Marines, he had to get medical approval to show that it wasn't crossing, like his back tattoo wasn't over whatever vertebrae that it can't be over on, and he had to get that written medical. I was like, bro, you probably slow down on these tattoos. What did I miss here? You brought your dog to doggo daycare? I can't take my dogs to doggo daycare. I can't take the white one. He doesn't like other dogs. He's not friendly. He's not friendly, and he has leash aggression. But the black one will go. She'll go. But she's just crazy. She likes to herd the dogs like sheep. So they're not doggo daycare friendly. And I can't take them to I took my dogs to dog parks once, and they started herding all the dogs. I was like, no, they're not cows. And everyone's like, bro, your dog's crazy. I was like, I'm sorry. So we never went back. What time do you sleep to wake up at 4 to 6? Last night I went to sleep at about 10:45. What do I do other than YouTube? I work out and I teach code. I teach code a lot. I teach code almost every single day. Do I think JavaScript full stack will become more popular? React Node, talk about like MERN stack, Paul? Yeah, I mean more popular. It is. It is in the more popular. It's becoming more popular. It's that's happening right now. Nick, you want to know when you're ready? The clouds part. Some dude comes down on a cloud. He blows a horn. He's like, "Brrr! Nick, I'm here to tell you, you are now ready to apply." Like that. You don't know, dude. You just have to apply and see if you can pass the code test. That's it. Where do you work? I work at a place called GrindReel LLC. That is my company. That is where I work. Hello, comrade. Dude, what's up? Thoughts on WebAssembly? Probably pretty good. Did you ever consider doing that? No, dude, she's got a boyfriend. Well, she's married now. No. You're so thirsty, dude. Everyone's like, oh, hot chick, got a bang. What? Number one, right? You don't intertwine business and pleasure, ever. You don't do that where you work. It was just so easy after engineering school to get a job. Nick, I've read so much, like, I don't know if you ever read the subreddit, engineering students. A lot of people there have trouble getting internships, and it's just as awkward for them. Do you live in California? No, I live in Utah. They protect and attack. Most importantly, get the snack. That's true. But he's like the goodest boy. How do you control your libido in the workplace? I don't know, dude. I just walk around just like full on, just full sail, full mast, just like, what's going on, guys? What kind of question is that? You love that subreddit? There's so much elitism in that subreddit, Nick. Like, there's so much. Like, people getting triggered over you didn't go to a school in the U.S. or you didn't go to school, like the correct school in the U.S. or their engineering degree is garbage, and like everyone thinks they're better because they take calculus 2 and they get C's, and everyone's like, oh, we're smarter than everyone else, and it's like there's just so much elitism in that subreddit. It's just like, bro, calm down. You're halfway through data science bootcamp conducted through Trilogy. Would love to collaborate. Alright, I'm down. I don't know anything about data science. Well, I know a little bit, but like that's not my thing, but we could do it. Guy, shoot me your email. Hit me with that email. You have a stand-up desk? Yeah, dude, I'm on stand-up desk. Is elitism something you've ever dealt with in the workplace? Oh, all the time. Everyone thinks they're the best developer. Everyone is like, if you don't do it their way, you're wrong. There's a lot of elitism. In mechanical engineering workplace specifically, if you want to get promoted, it's not who you know, it's who you blow. Just remember that. That's really, that almost works in any workplace, but I saw that more in my engineering job than anywhere else. They're like, oh man, like the boss starts laughing. He's like, and like 6 other dudes around him are like, oh, and it's like a competition for like who can laugh louder than the other guys. I'm like, you guys are all dumb. I'm just gonna go work. I'm gonna go earn this, okay? Everyone else is like, hey man, I'd like to take you out to play some golf. Yeah, I got you some new clubs for Christmas. Like, bro, come on. That's how you get promoted in mechanical engineering. Do I like turtles? Dude, I like turtles. I don't think people are afraid of Angular. I think Angular just changes itself a lot. Do I think it's too late to start coding and get a job? Nah, dude. You're 38. No, you can do it. Any open source project for new web dev? Look up Eddie. I don't know how to say his last name. Eddie Jaude? Jaude? Eddie Jaude. I don't know how to say his last name, but I made a video on open source. There's a... GitHub has tutorials on how to contribute to your first open source. You can laugh pretty loud. Maybe you'll get a mechanical engineering. If you do that, dude, welcome to VP of Engineering. Opinions on his cats, dude. I had like 19 cats growing up. Cats everywhere. Just cats all over my house. But they were outside cats, so my house didn't smell like litter. Because I know you're like, oh, your house must have smelled like kitty. No, we didn't even have litter. They just came in and out as they wanted. Like everyone that has a cat and they have like that neutralized kitty litter, and they're like, oh yeah, my house doesn't smell like a cat even though I have one. No, bro. We still know that you have a cat. We still smell the kitty litter. What's my favorite rock band? Bro, right now? I don't really know. I got a lot of stuff. I like a lot of stuff from Scandinavia. Alright, guy hits me on the... I'm responding. Yes. I accidentally added a W. Yeah, dude, let's do it. I'm down. You're making an app by JS, but you're afraid you won't be compatible on mobile devices. I don't really have anything on that. Thank you for inspiring videos. I don't really intend for them to be inspiring. That's just like what it comes out to be. It's like as soon as I start talking, I just tend to go that way. Maybe I'm just motivating myself. Do I do automated unit tests in React? No. My goal for 2019, Justin, my goal for 2019 would be 100K subs. I'd like to meet people that I did videos with, and it should be like 400K subs, really. It should be more than 100. Like I should 10x whatever my goals are, but the real thing is like I can have goals, I can have plans, but if I don't have any systems, any routines to get me there, those goals don't matter. And my goals in 2019 aren't too different from my goals right now. It's not like as soon as the clock ticks, my goals will flip-flop to brand new goals. How much you bench? I hit 240 the other day. Wait. The way I talk about mechanical engineering makes me happy you're going to waste 4 years of your life. I thought you were going to Lambda school, Connor. What are you doing? You don't even have to go there. Just go learn code instead. Where do I get my music? It's called Epidemic Sound. I'll link the playlist to you guys. Here's what I'm listening to right now. I think you can listen for free. I'd really love to put, you know, real songs that I listen to, but then my videos get demonetized. My growth right now, I should, yeah, I mean, we'll see. According to Social Blade, I should get 100k subs in August 2019, which would be kind of nice, I guess. That'd be kind of cool. Get that deep house music. I don't know if there is any on here. There might be. Headphones, these are Corsair Voids. I got them on sale at Best Buy because everything else was like $900. Mikey, what's up, man? You like the statue of the man carving himself out of rock, right? Oh, you're the sculptor of your own life, and you are the end result. Like, you are the sculptor and you are the art piece of your own life. So like, that's a good picture. I'm sure you guys have seen it. The dude that's like chiseling himself from the waist up. Is Lambda School available in India? No, I don't know why it's not. I imagine if Lambda School came to India, there'd be so many signups. The problem is, I don't know if there's enough jobs in India that pay enough to convert profit to them here in the US because of the cost of living. Which one is used in real projects? CSS Grid versus Bootstrap? Both are used. I find Bootstrap to be more available. Most people, Grid is relatively new. I mean, it's not too new, but it's like new in the workplace. Newer, at least. Ajax JSON important for 2019 in development. Why do I keep coughing? Yeah, no, you should just forget about Ajax, forget about SOAP, forget about REST concepts, forget about HTTP principles, different protocols. What else? Promises. You don't need any of that stuff anymore in 2019. This is what you do. You write get data, right? Camel case that, lowercase get, capital DATA. Yeah, DAT, what? Yeah, so 2 A's on the end. Capital, you know, get data, and you put parentheses, and then boom, Ajax, SOAP, REST, database connected, Postgres set up, and your database is seeded. That's all you got. So forget everything else. Just get data. This is that new method, guys. I'll tell you right here. This is all you need to know for 2009. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, it's their core concepts, man. You have to know it. Craig Lurkin. Craig, yeah, get DATAA. Just that new. Best resources to start learning blockchain. Learn how to make tokens on the ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum network. Kubernetes, I don't know. I keep getting emails about Kubernetes is now available on DigitalOcean. Like, I don't know what that is. What's Ajax? Asynchronous JavaScript requests, basically. How to ask for a raise. I made a video on that, but what you need to do is make a list of everything that you've done that has increased value. Not just worked hard. That doesn't mean anything to them. What does work hard mean? You got bullet points? Working hard, good. That's your job description. Did you do anything above and beyond your job description? Write those down. Thanks for your effort. Got you, man. Thank you. Bro, you haven't slept? Go to sleep. Get her done, dude. Part of Redneck JS, Craig. Flask or Docker? What? Flask is Python framework. Docker's something different. Have you tapped out on crypto or are you trying to buy the bottom? Well, we got to the bottom. Well, we'll see. But I mean, I still have crypto. I have a whole bunch of crypto. I just haven't sold. I haven't bought anymore, but I haven't sold. It's now, yeah. Tell me about blockchain in detail. You're the only one that wants to hear that, I'm pretty sure. Time to roll. Do it, dude. What up from Minnesota? Brandon. Dude, what up from Salt Lake City? Hope you're doing alright. Is it snowy there? It doesn't feel like Christmas without snow. There's no snow here in Utah. I mean, there's on the mountains, but like, there's no snow in my front yard. It doesn't feel like Christmas. It can't be Christmas without snow. Even though I grew up in Georgia where we didn't have snow on Christmas. but I feel like I live in a state that, you know what I mean? The background resembles to the Drake in my feeling. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get... Well, that's because Drake has the same... He has the same kick and the same, like, beat in every... It's like, do. It's like... He's got, what are they called? He's got some kicks and, like, those snaps, but I forget what it's called. Ethereum is actually the future. Maybe. Just cold rain? Oof. You working on data structures and algorithms? No. No snow in the UK, but you live like, you're an island, right? So you don't really get snow. It's like Washington. Washington doesn't get, coastal places don't usually get a whole lot of snow. What'd I miss? I miss any questions? Electronium is the future. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Everyone's gonna show their favorite crypto. I personally am mostly invested into Ethereum. But I have other stuff. Any online platforms to practice HTML JavaScript? Yeah, CodePen.io. Or just CodePen. Dogecoin, yep. If ETH fails, do you still recommend learning how to create ERC20 tokens? Well, there's always a chance that ETH fails, but right now, that's the most practical. So I imagine if you... It's the same thing in web dev, right? If you learn one language and then you got to use a new framework at work, it doesn't matter. You still have to learn it. But you'd have the concepts of blockchains down and sending different commands and writing smart contracts and all that stuff. Can you claim tax losses on your crypto? Of course you can, but only to a certain amount. But I mean, let's be honest, how many of you people actually count your crypto? How many people have you actually like account for that on your income? I mean, Edwin, there's always that risk that Ethereum fails. I mean, we're just being honest, you know. Free hosting for portfolio. Use a GitHub page. Have you tried Twitch and dual stream? I tried Restream, but it's against the terms of service. You will never get partnered on Twitch. And once you are partnered on Twitch, you're not allowed to make any money from any other streams. That's why Ninja does never stream on YouTube. He could. He's got 20 million subscribers on YouTube. But he can't stream on YouTube. Because he's not allowed by Twitch. He'll get sued. And it's really hard to convert the audience from YouTube to Twitch. Eventually, I will. Maybe. But we'll see. GitHub page is not that creative. You wanted a free place to host it, not a creative place. Ha! I did a dual stream on YouTube the other day, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yeah, that's true. Whenever I somehow sent 2 notifications for my live streams out, that was bad. That was not good. Companies owning a blockchain is entirely against the point of blockchain. Yeah, I mean Ethereum. Yeah. Can I share my GitHub link? Just look up my name on GitHub. You'll find me. I don't have a whole lot. All of the stuff that I've worked on has all been NDA. My last job we used TFS for a while, and then we used an internal GitLab, so it wasn't on my GitHub. Like you're not going to see anything from my work. It's all NDA. Not allowed to show it. You're studying web dev. Is WordPress jQuery still good to learn? Yes, to both. What about learning programming from Pluralsight? They're pretty good. They have like this little. It's like a graph that compares your skills from learning, from the results of your quizzes and stuff, to like how ready you are for a job, which I think is pretty nice. Ubuntu versus Windows. Why not both? I use both. I have. You'd be pioneering dual stream, yeah. Who did I miss? Would you recommend being good at many languages or being very good at one? If you're really good at one, the concepts transfer to other languages. It's just syntax. Adobe XD? Yeah, it's free. It's good. I don't use Adobe XD. Well, I don't really do UI stuff that much on a day-to-day. Mac versus Windows? Mark, this is what you just did. Let me show you what you did. Where's my fishing pole? Because you just went like this. and then we're all gonna take the bait. Okay? That's that question mark. That's just fishing for some drama. You totally zoned out. What's the site that tests if you're ready for a job? Now, Pluralsight has a thing, because when you do the Pluralsight courses, you take like quizzes and you do all this stuff, and then it measures your outcome on those quizzes to how ready you would be for a job versus there. Like, go look up Pluralsight on the page. It talks about it more. I don't really know how it works. Yo, for real though, I use Windows. We had this conversation on Discord like last weekend. Everyone's like, Apple's the best. Windows is the best. So I was just like, I use Windows. I have more needs for Windows than I do for Mac. I need more horsepower. And with Mac, you can only get such high hardware, and you can't really custom build a Hackintosh. You can only custom build a Hackintosh to a certain degree of hardware that's approved on Apple's list of approved devices. So you can't custom build. So that's what I need. Windows 7 or Windows 10? I use Windows 10. Some devs use both. It doesn't really. I mean, Unix. Unix is what the real. That's the benefit. Like, Unix is good. I mean, if you want Unix, you can get Windows pretty close to an emulator, straight up emulator for Unix. There's always some file system stuff that you have to modify, but Mac comes with that by default, and everyone like Mac comes with like Ruby pre-installed. I think like PHP is already on there, Apache's already on there. Like, Mac just comes with all that. Windows, you have to set that up. You have an interview with Safeway. Any interview tips? Dude, I'm gonna give you some interview tips right now. I'm gonna look them up. Please hold. Full stack dev, you say? Alright, let's look at the reviews. I started off good, but not so good anymore. I will never work for this company again. Alright, maybe that's not what you're looking for. I think these are people that are not devs. Yeah, Safeway is a supermarket, but supermarkets have websites, and they're all trying to compete with Amazon for like home delivery and stuff. The new Linux subsystem for Windows. I've never used it. I didn't know that was a thing. Show me how to do it, McMaster. The thumbnail? What does that mean, Ethan? Peace out, time to make the Christmas cookies. Please send some to me. Yeah, I think most of the job reviews at Safeway are like dudes who bag groceries or cashiers or like restockers that are like, I hate this job. They keep changing my schedule. They're not giving me enough hours. That's hard to say. I just figured out their stack. Thoughts on Windows 10 auto update? Dude, everyone hates auto update. In the middle of something important, specifically, you know, usually the most important things, and then Windows is like, oh, gotta auto update. You apply for Bob Evans? I don't know what that is. How many hours do you exercise daily? I try to get like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You do a lot of vids of self-taught web. Will you interview some top programmers in other fields? If they want to come on, like, I'm open to whoever. I'm always trying, like, we're doing cybersecurity a little bit later. We got Live Overflow coming. Hopefully Live Overflow gives me a shout out on his channel, because he has like almost 300k subscribers. Yeah, it's the best. Harry knows. Harry knows the pain. Android or iPhone? I have an Android. Oh, okay. Who needs Linux anymore? What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you can use bash, SSH. Well, okay. Alright, then you win. Hey Josh, gotta say the content's awesome. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Renga Locura. Appreciate you. Thoughts on game dev, Unity in specific? I have made a game in Unity. It's on the App Store. Unity is okay. The free version is not optimized. My game got a lot of bad reviews because I made it with the free version and it was the code. It's just like really bad, not optimized. You've been coding for 10 years. You feel like a fraud looking at his videos. The way he explained it, because we did it like a hack together. It wasn't too hard as a dev. Like, well, at least what we did was SSRF and CLRF. So like we injected some Redis code into a Git protocol request, and now suddenly we can inject Linux commands inside that Redis code, and now we can hack stuff. Well, not hack stuff, but like access information on the server. That's what we did, and I was like, oh, this is pretty similar to SQL injection. I've recorded all of it, so I'll make a video of it, but it's not too hard. It's more of like detective work. And he always gives hints. Or he gets hints. Do you recommend Scrimba? Oh, thanks for reminding me. I need to make a dedicated video on Scrimba. That's what I was gonna do, but I forgot. Do you ever loan out Marshmallow Dog for bro hangout time? He doesn't. So Craig, the thing is, he doesn't do strangers, especially not outside. You have to meet him on his turf for him to like you, and then once you're good, you're friends for life. But he's not nice to strangers at all. He would love you? Well, I thought that when I let him meet some other people, and that wasn't the case. But I'm sure he would, which is not. Like, you'd have to come here and meet him on his turf, let him sniff you, and he'd be good. How long have you been in the web dev field? About 3 years. From the many interviews you've done, what would I rank as the top 3 traits to be most attractive to employers in a tech company? Willingness to learn and your honesty about your current status, right? Be like, look, I messed with that a little bit, but to be honest, I'm really looking to jump in. Just give me a shot. Number 2, communication. Your ability to communicate with people on a non-technical people on a technical level, but still have them understand it. So people in sales or customers, when you're trying to explain how something is not working and you're like, well, this bug's not working because currently the database is down, and right now the database is down is because, like, they don't care about all that. They don't understand what any of that means. You have to be able to communicate technical concepts to non-technical people. And then number 3, you just gotta hustle, man. You gotta, I don't know, there's really not much more to it. Sir, how to land a job. I'm actually hiring. I've been hiring for 3 weeks now. I hire at 50 cents a week, no benefits. It's all standing, no sitting down. If you sit down, you're fired. Remote, no benefits. You pay 100%. Actually, we do provide benefits, but you pay 100% of those costs, right? So those are the benefits. Your benefits are that you get to work for me. I don't know, dude. I just answered the question. How to get started. Start. Oh, Mark, he took 5 cents. That's right. Sir, how to create own projects. Give me that application, bro. You want it? You get as many holidays as you want per year. The thing with it is, as soon as you take a holiday, you're fired. So after you take your first holiday, you get as many as you want. How much of a deal is that? I don't know. HR is going to have to approve your guys' applications, and HR consists of dogs that I don't necessarily know if they can read or not, so they might be in limbo for a little while. Sounds amazing. Dude. Most useful degree. Something in science. Really useful is how are you going to use it? If you mean useful as in most useful to get a degree, then I don't really think any of them are useful right away. Useful as in using it as credibility to land a job, probably maybe something in science. Can you also take full credit for anything that you succeed in? Yeah, so everything that you make is proprietary property for me. So if you make something new and awesome and generates me a lot of cash, then I take full credit. That's mine, and I'm sorry. That's just, I wish you could do better. Great, when do you start working? You're hired right now, remote work, on the job, okay? But to get this job, I need to know that you're dedicated, so I'm gonna need you to donate 10 pounds, and then I'll employ you. Have you seen some of those jobs before? Like where you have to pay to be an intern, and it's like, bro, you're getting scammed. Where can you learn Python, Django, web development fully with good explanations? Okay, well, what does fully with good explanations mean? How do you learn? How do you, what, you know? Have you checked out the CS Career Hackers Discord? No, I don't have a CS degree. I probably wouldn't, you know, feel in. Your PayPal's locked, so oof, yeah. I might be a struggle there. What is my goal in the next 10 years? I'd like to have 400 mil in the bank. That'd be cool. 400 mil in the bank, be traveling. I don't know. Be really good at what I do now. 10 years. How much hours coding is good? Sir, how coding can change life? Sir, I don't know. I should. It's a bunch of people reviewing resumes and helping people find jobs. It sounds pretty chill. You took a promotion, turned down 3 offers, work is dead, everyone's on Christmas vacation, go apply now. Yeah, that's true. But you're not going to hear anything back for a while. Degree in custodial sciences. Exactly, that's the best degree, Pablo. Sir Kavefe? Sir Science. I'm sure they'd appreciate your presence. Maybe. I just don't want to get, like, if I join it and they know who I am, I might get bombarded with DMs that are like, hey bro, review my resume. Which is good. I don't mind. But, like, they might be upset when I don't do it immediately. Recommend your top books? Dude, I got a lot. Should we answer this? We got a phone call from Connecticut right now. Should we answer it? Let's answer it. Hello? They hung up. Looks like you're getting a lot more views per video. Hard work pays off. Thanks, man. I just try. I've noticed too. But I try not to think about it too much. I just try to make better videos. Or better thumbnails, really. If I can get people to my videos, I can keep them there most of the time. I think. It was probably Asim. Asim, did you call me from Connecticut? Sir, how'd you get my phone number? There's a Nigerian prince wanting to talk to me about an opportunity. Actually, I got a presidential email the other day from Donald Trump. He sent me an email telling me that I have $40 million that he needs to give to me if I give him my social and everything else he needs. I'm like, bro, you're the president. You already have all that stuff. When did you start with computer science? I don't have a computer science degree. What were you doing before? I was a mechanical engineer. Prank call gone wrong. Yeah. Do you think cracking the coding interview is good, or should you practice on Leak Code Hacker Inc? I mean, you should do both. You should do all of those. It was the IRS. You have a warrant for your arrest unless you pay immediately. I don't think that's how that works, but I've gotten that phone call. I know what you're talking about. Do you earn more from YouTube ads or resume sales? Probably YouTube. How has doing only YouTube affected you financially? Hector, I don't do only YouTube. I do YouTube. I teach code. I do some career coaching. I have resumes and stuff that I sell. I have, you know, some Treehouse. They don't pay me upfront for any videos. I got a couple sponsor videos like the Monday.com, right? Stuff like that. It's never just YouTube ads. But I always have different avenues of revenue, because when one disappears, it's okay. It's not a big deal. What are my thoughts on piracy? I don't know. What is this? Juan here from the UK, interested in becoming a programmer? What advice? Juan, you gotta get started, man. Pick a Udemy course. Pick a Udemy course. Try free code camp. It's free. It's written. You can see if it's for you. You have a family. I was born, so I assume that I had a dad and a mom. I have a sister. We don't talk about her. She doesn't. No. You'll never know. How old were you when you decided to pursue IT and computer science in general, not a degree? I was 25. Oh, I was 24. Yeah, I was 24, and now I'm 28. So I spent 1 year in mechanical engineering, and the other 3 have been dev. What was my average grade after finishing high school? I don't know. I had like a 3.5 or 6 GPA in high school. But again, I went to school in the South, where Algebra 2 is considered top-notch, and Algebra 2 is like very basic. If you want to change direction from web dev to software dev, where do you start? It's the same thing. Web dev is software dev. Any good sites for ebooks? Like for programming or in general? I heard the Bay of is a good place to download anything you want. Are you a senior or junior developer? I'm actually the CEO of Google. I get this question all the time. I'm the CEO of Google. What made you want to start a YouTube? I had a YouTube channel for a while, but it was mostly for games because that's what I did too much. Love the content. Looking to do a career switch? You were a sysadmin for 12. 32, you've been doing code. Doing C# non-pro for about 5 years. Love it. What job should you look for? All right, Turbo. I don't think you need to get an entry job. If you got sysadmin experience, you don't need to do like super junior. I think you could probably switch internally, or you could work as a sysadmin for somewhere else and just offer to take on dev responsibilities. But if you want C#, you're gonna look at the .NET stack. Turbo Pigeon. By the way, if you're here and you're lurking and you appreciate the Friday stream and maybe I caught you at a good time, maybe you're having a good day, maybe you leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. You don't have to. I'm just some internet guy. You don't got to listen, but I would appreciate it. It helps the channel do well, helps the videos do well. Gives me enough money to be here so that I can keep doing this rather than not be here, not do this. That's what it comes down to when I ask for that. You just had a baby. What's your long-term goal your brand is building? I like building brands. Probably building other people's brands is what I like doing. I like building mine. This is a proof of concept that I can do it, so I have to keep doing it to keep proving that I can do it, and then help other people build their brands because I want everyone to be successful. Have I used TripleByte? I did. Nothing happened. Were you employed when you taught yourself how to code? Yes. I was. I had a mechanical engineering job, and I went to boot camp while I was working 12-hour days. I was working 4 12-hour days, but those weren't actually 12 hours. They were more like 16 hours because we had to be at work an hour early. Work started at 5:30. We had to be at work at 4:30 for an hour meeting, unpaid, up to 5:30. And then we had another meeting from, so it was, the work ended at 5:30, and then we had another hour meeting until 6:30, and then you drive home which was another 45 minutes. And then, you know, when you drive to work, that's also 45 minutes. So it was more like 12 plus 2 is 14 hours plus another 2 hours, roughly. About 16-hour days, 4 days a week. And I was learning how to code. So it was great. How was the boot camp? It was garbage. It wasn't full-time. It was part-time. What is up, YouTube? Ali A voice. Mike, dude, what's up? Mike, you doing anything for Christmas? You often hear the career for someone in IT is quite young in your experience. Connor, if you look up the averages, if you look up the age average for software development, it's actually 40 years old. Weird flex, but okay. I know. What was working hours on your last job? Working hours on my last job were irrelevant because that's not, you know. You work about productivity. It's not about hours. It's a very unique concept. Employers don't like it. They're not a huge fan of it. They want people sitting in their cubicles all day long because of middle management. I actually have an interview about this where I ask, his name is Eddie. He's like he's in like the top 100 open source contributors in the world. And the interview is going to come out maybe tomorrow or something. And he's talking about how he hires people, and he hires people based on productivity. He doesn't care how many hours, you know, work 6 hours, you'd be good. What went wrong with mechanical engineering? The whole degree. My whole choice to do that. Do I have any plans? I'll probably just be making videos, dude. Probably editing. Have you ever had an eye strain affliction? Affection? No. Liked and subbed. Hey, thanks, Turbo. VS Code or Sublime? Sublime is a very basic text editor. VS Code has a lot more integrations and extensions. I would recommend VS Code. Does having a successful YouTube channel add to your resume? If it's related to what you do, I probably would add it. I think now I'm so adamant about entrepreneurship and being self-sufficient that a lot of people would watch my videos and they'd be like, Josh, we know you don't want to work for us. We know you want to do your own thing. We're not going to hire you because you're going to do 2 minutes of work and then you're going to keep working on your own stuff while you're at work. I'm going to be like, you're damn right. I'm going to do the bare minimum for you, and I'm going to work on my stuff because I want to be self-sufficient. And so in that aspect, I don't think my YouTube channel would really add to my stuff because I would have proved to myself that I can do it. Maybe they respect that, but you know, that's not what they want. So if you have like tutorials and stuff where you're not talking about that stuff, then it'd probably help. Does doing YouTube make you smile every day? I don't know. You should see some of the comments, dude. Some of the comments are like, really? So, I mean, if you don't let them affect you, but some of the comments are like, bro. Do you see yourself developing for augmented reality and virtual? Maybe game dev. Virtual reality's got a way to go before it's mainstream. What about brackets? No, pass on brackets. So you basically burned your ship on the beach. I realized that when I quit my job. I burned that ship, but it doesn't matter. I will either be successful or I will be homeless, and that's it. Yeah, I realized that I burned the boats because they've already burned my boats before, right? Like every time I've gotten a job, they burn the boat, they let me go, they let the team go. Sorry, Josh, ran out of money. Oh, by the way, we know your Christmas is coming up and we don't have any money to pay you. Oh, sorry, Josh, we don't have any money for this contract. We're gonna have to let the whole team go. But we're still good, right? We're gonna make a $3 million profit this year. That's my take-home salary. But you got to worry about how to pay rent. So they've burned me over and over and over and over, and so I refuse to let that happen again. You know what I mean? That's just me, fam. Like, never again. If I had a good experience with my first few jobs, I'd be like, yeah, I want to work for Google. Yeah, I want to work for Facebook. But I had terrible experiences with all of my dev jobs. So it's my job to be sufficient. Totally on me. Matt LeDuc, you make my ride to work much better. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Can you send the resume for incoming resume review? Do it up. Just send it to my email. It's down there somewhere. Thoughts on hardware design? I've never done it. I think it'd be cool to do Arduino stuff. I don't know if that's what you mean. Maybe that's totally in left field. but I don't really know too much. Do you code on Windows or Mac? I code on Windows. What do I think of boot camps from Dev Mountain? Jose, did you send me an email? I believe that you sent me an email because I didn't want to respond to that email because of what I think. And I would not go. I would not go to Dev Mountain. It doesn't have a guarantee. Go to Helio in northern Utah, up here by the airport. It has a guarantee. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, I saw it. Let me reread it. Basically, don't. You already said that you were going to go next month. You're like, I'm joining them next month, and I was telling my friend in Discord about it. I was like, I got this email. He said he's going to join next month. Like, what do I think about them? Is it too late for me to tell you what I think about Dev Mountain? Because I'm going to tell you not to go. Because they don't have a guarantee. They don't have any sort of guarantee for you. They have career services, but every bootcamp has career services, even the ones that have guarantees. So you're doing yourself a disservice by going to somewhere that doesn't have it. They've also been bought out by Kaplan Education, or whatever it is. I forget. They've been bought out by a for-profit educational institution. If you know what ITT Tech is, if you know what DeVry is, similar to that. That is what they've been bought out by, and they keep raising their tuition prices every single year. The CEO has already sold. He's already made his $10 million of profit. You can look it up. He walked out. Basically, I wouldn't go. I'm not going to say Lambda School because you'll be like, oh, you're just being paid to say that. No. I mean, look it up if you want. Go to Helio. It's up here by the airport. And it has a guarantee. Did you want me to email you that back? Like, I feel like you just get upset if you've already put like $1,000 down on it. You know what I mean, Jose? I'm not trying to like piss you off. I actually tried to be a mentor at Dev Mountain, and they told me no. They told me I was too dumb. And I was like, okay, cool. Do I think certifications add value? No, I don't think certifications add value because there's no accountability to certifications. Certifications, like my mom could do my certification for me, and then, you know, it could have my name on it, and then I put it on the refrigerator under a magnet that says great job, little in all colors and bubble letters, great job, and then my certification. That's essentially what a certification is for you. How's the job market for game dev? Don't do game dev. Just be an indie dev. CBD is the next bubble. Have you invested? No. Utah is not the greatest place to talk about these things, Nick. Maybe if I was in Colorado. What are my thoughts on verse.com or making interactive video content? Let me look at this, Michael. What is this? Is this kind of like Scrimba? Get started for free. This is interesting. This is probably the future. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm gonna look into this. I don't have any thoughts on it because I didn't know that was about it. Or what that was. I'm gonna look that up. 42 in Silicon was bad. Didn't they just vote for that stuff in Utah and won? I don't know. It's not really my forte. It's not really my thing, dude. I'm sure people are making lots of money, but that money, like, I know someone that has a business in Colorado where it's totally legal. They can do whatever they want, but he's not allowed to spend that money anywhere. Thoughts on Ellen's Relatable? Are you talking about like on... Alright, I got you. I don't have any thoughts on Ellen's Relatable. It was on Netflix, and I was looking at what to watch last night. I saw it, and then I clicked over it because it didn't seem interesting. That's my thought. That's my honest thought. Been doing free code camp for the past couple months and you want to start doing freelance at some point. What are some things you can do that sets you apart from the rest of the freelance cloud? Derek, you have to build a brand, dude. And I say this all the time, but you need a list of websites on a website somewhere, things that you've built for people that people can see. So when you go pitch something to someone, you're like, hey bro, look, I've made this for this prestigious person over here. I've actually done this for X, Y, and Z before, so it'll be relatively easy for me to do it for you. You need a reputation, you need a brand, you need something to fall back on. Ever try Angular? That's what we learned at boot camp, but it was like old Angular. Like old OG Angular. Like scopes and stuff. Do I think a tech job with a 420 company is a good idea? I don't know. You gotta be questioning. I don't know. Maybe if like, where are they sourcing their product from? And I'd be very careful. It'd just be very careful. I would imagine. I'm a firm believer of you do whatever you want, but like, not like I know that there are some restrictions on how you can spend your money. So I know a person has a company in that business, and he's not allowed to spend his money anywhere else other than Colorado. Because if he does, he has spent he's committed a federal crime if he spends that money outside of that state where it's illegal. It's now a federal crime, and he has spent technically drug money, right? So if you make money in that business in Colorado or Oregon or Washington or wherever it's legal, and you go and spend that money in another state from your bank account, like with your card, you've committed a crime because that's drug money. I'd just be very careful. Is Upwork good for a beginner freelancer? Maybe. Probably not the best. Probably walking into places and asking. How to build a portfolio? AngularJS? No. Build a portfolio with whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Like, how do you build a website from scratch, design to finish? I don't know. I usually take a boilerplate and make it what I want. Does that apply to the employees of that business or just to the owner? I'm pretty sure any money that is generated from that is not allowed to be spent. It's all coming from the same source. So if the owner passes down a percentage to you, it's like a drug lord passing down money to like his goons that go kidnap people. You know what I mean? Like it's still the money. I'm not giving financial advice because I don't know the laws that well, but I know what I mentioned before is a law, and he's not allowed to spend it. So whenever he goes to Colorado, he had to have a vacation. He parties like a king because that's the only place he can spend his money legally. Also, since he doesn't spend his money outside of Colorado, the only thing that they can catch him on is tax fraud, because the IRS can come and be like, hey, you're not paying taxes. And he's like, well, I can't pay you taxes because it's a crime, right? On a federal level, this is still legal, so I'm not allowed to pay you taxes from this industry because it's a crime. And so he has to keep all of that money in a separate bank account, just millions of dollars in a separate bank account. So whenever the feds do come and they try to get him on tax evasion, he's like, nah, bro, I got it. But you didn't ask for it yet, so here you go. So it's like, do you want the money, or are you just trying to, like, arrest me? Comparing kidnapping to developing a website for 420. It's the same thing. It's to the federal level, crime is a crime. I mean, I know there's different severities, but like that's what it would boil down to, I imagine. Like, you're just a goon for that company, developing a company that's still a federal crime. Thoughts on collecting emails, email marketing to sell your products? Do they know who you are, Mega Man? That's the deal. Like, do they know who you are? Love from India, dude. What's up? If you collect emails and no one knows that you're collecting emails, and then you send them an email and they're like, yo, what is this? You're probably not going to have a conversion. Michael, that's a good question. Moonchip's checking in. Okay, back to JavaScript. Dude, welcome aboard. How do you build a website from scratch? Oh, I answered that one, but I mostly use boilerplate. Hey, can you try to sell your house where it's kind of nice to house in West Haven for sale? Are you selling your house in the chat right now? Bro, let us get that link. I think we're all looking to buy. This is actually a real estate channel, and we're all looking to buy houses. So if you have a house for sale, Rome USA, link that up, because I'm trying to buy a house in West Haven right now, actually. So it's good that you came by. You thought this was a makeup channel? It's actually, we do a bit of everything here. We do a little bit of makeup. We do a little bit of what's in my bag. We do a little bit of ASMR. We do a little bit of code. I mean, it's real estate sometimes. We do fitness stuff. This is just why it's just my name, because we do all of it here. First, I'd like to show you guys my nails here. I don't know if you can see them. I need to get the camera to focus. These are my nails, and I was sent this by the sponsor of the video. Welcome aboard to the WTF is happening stream. That's what they all do, right? They're like, let me get the camera to focus. Hold on, just okay. All right, now you can see my nails. Can't believe Patrick just missed that. Free real estate. What else we got? Good investment near the University of New Haven. Walk to Yale. Bro, dude, I'm actually going to Yale right now, remotely. So if I can walk to Yale, it doesn't matter because I'm working remotely. You're thinking about going back to school? Don't get a master's degree in computer science, bro. You're gonna get another master's degree? How much money you got, dude? Standing desk. I have a standing desk. I like it. Grindreel should do some more work with VaynerMedia. Dude, if VaynerMedia wants to hit me up, I'm all about that. I'm down to party with Gary Vee. 1 month after boot camp, need your first job. Keep applying. Greetings from Thailand. Dude, what's up? Welcome aboard. How's it going, man? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. How much was the standing desk and what brand? The brand is a Flexi Spot. So if you go to Flexi Spot, I forget how much it was. It's like 300 bucks. But I have 3 monitors, my camera, drinks, some snacks, keyboard, all this stuff. It's pretty awesome though. Do I think Flask is a good framework? Flask is okay. I don't have too much experience, to be honest. I'm just answering the best I can. I don't know what to say, really. White Knight, dude, what's up? Trying to sell the boat? Dude, I actually need a boat because I live in the desert, and we all know if you live in the desert and you don't own a boat, you're out of your mind. Trying to sell your soul? Anyone interested? Oh, we're now just pitching ourselves, right? So I'm actually trying to sell my soul too. So whoever's out there wants to buy it. I'm a developer, wants me to do web dev trends for 2019, 2020. Are you a wizard? Do you know something that I don't? Do you think I'm a wizard? I don't know what's happening in 2020. Your master's will be in learning tech. You don't need another master's, dude. Jamesa, you're already so qualified with 1 master's. Like, there are people with degrees, and the more degrees you get, the more companies are gonna think that you're overqualified. You got them, like, my friend, Taylor, has a friend that has a master's degree that can't get a job and no one will hire him because he has no real experience. It's like, great, you have a good academia mind, good at that kind of stuff, but you can't do anything on the job and you want too much money because you need that much money to pay off your egregious loans. Do web dev trends for 2030. Pablo knows what's up, dude. Web dev trends for 2030 coming at you. I'm gonna make a video called Web Dev Trends for 2030. Mike, selling a 19-year-old guy that wants to come to the U.S. I think you just got to find a nice girl that you can settle down with. Straight to 2050. All right, web development trends and 2050. How old will I be? If I'm 28 now, in 2019, in 2050, right? I'll be pretty old. React with or without Redux. Whatever you want to do, man. It's up to you. You're trying to sell a £1 coin, minimum price £5. Harry, don't be coming in here with slick deals like that, bro. That is the deal of lifetime, okay? That should be illegal. JSP still relevant? Not really. If I'm 24, then I mean 2050 does math. I'll be old. I mean, I mean, that's how you know I have an engineering degree, Michael. How else would you expect me to do that math? That's the end result. Old. Productivity question from Chris Gardner. Any tips for transitioning from a habitual low productivity state to a high functioning state? There's no, like, it's not like a switch. Like, I guess you imagine that there's like some switch that you like flick and then you're in one state to another. You still have to, like, there's always going to be a bridge between the two, and you're going to be in this middle state where this low productivity state is going to be pulling you back. It's going to be trying with all its might. It's going to be like, nah, bro, don't do anything. Come here. Just don't, you know, I'm just going to come back here with us. And then you have to fight past that and just keep working towards high productivity and then keep that momentum. And once you have the momentum, you're good to go. Mainly, it's just about your habits. It's about what you do every day. Do you write stuff down? Do you write what you're going to do for the day on paper? And do you do those things? Have you seen any old programmers, like guys in the industry, 20 plus years? Those guys are the first to go. I haven't really seen that many, to be honest. All of the old guys in programming end up being the CTO doing management stuff. They're never still programming. Okay, I take that back. Actually, I have seen one. He works at a blockchain company. Yeah, I mean, they're first to go, right? In 20 plus years, they want someone hungry that's willing, like, so this is what happens, right? Your company has been around for a while. You've been using the same product or project that's been built with really old technology, and they're transitioning to a new technology. And the older person has a harder time learning the newer technology because they're used to doing it their way, however they've been doing it, and they want a lot of money. And they can just hire some new guys from boot camp learning that technology to come in and do it for real cheap. First to go. So unless you're in like management position, and even then, what value are you adding? You got younger guys hungrier to get in the industry, hungrier to move out of their mom's house, hungrier to just get a paycheck and live and not work at Subway. No offense to Subway. Management value is questionable. It is questionable. That's why it depends on what you do on a day-to-day. Gonna stop. Gonna go study. Have a great day, dude. Merry Christmas, Hector. Brandon says, "Why are you so pretty? Would you like a glass of water, sir? Please contain your thirst." Adi Andre, keep up the good work. Gruß aus der Schweiz. Thanks, man. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that... Merry Christmas to you, too. Oh, those CHFs? Dude, that's from Switzerland. I know what CHF is. Hold on. Let me hit up that CHF. Those are Swiss francs right there. Thanks, Andre. Appreciate you. I want to go to Switzerland. Yeah. Oh, that's about 1-to-1 value. Interesting. Oh, I thought they were closer to euros, but they're roughly $1.01. No, developer, it is not. How often do you do these live streams, Kelvin? I try to do them once a day. I've been kind of slacking. Is math a valuable skill if you're going the self-taught route? Nah, I mean, maybe for machine learning. For web dev, you have everything built in. What do you reckon the best way to find a job is? There's no best way. It depends on where you live, where you want to work, what technology you want to work with. Best way is just to apply, fail, and then do it. How do you deal with sitting long hours and then lifting? I lift first, and then I don't sit. I have a standing desk. I would always just get up and walk around. Like, whenever I was at work, and I was just tired of sitting, and I didn't want to like get up and walk around, I just roll around on the floor and just like stretch like a little kid. Everyone's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm stretching, leave me alone. You're going to have back pain when you're 45, and I'm going to stretch on the floor and look like a tard. I don't mind. How do you deal with sitting? Yeah, I answered that. Andre. Are you on Linux? No. Has back pain at 46, headed to chiropractor. Yeah. I would just roll around on the floor and just like walk around and stuff. Sometimes I just get up and take walks. Just walk around for 15 minutes. Like, alright guys, I'm gonna go take a walk and think about this problem. There's a lot of times where you're sitting at your computer for like 15 minutes at work, at a dev job, and you're just like sitting and thinking, but it doesn't look like you're working. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna sit here and think about how to solve this, I'm gonna go walk around. But then they definitely think you're not working. I'm like, you guys are so worried about what I am doing that you won't let me solve this problem. Thoughts on negotiating equity with startups? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like you should... I would take the money over equity. That's just me. Probably because like 95% or 90% of startups fail. I don't know what the exact is. You have to Google it, but it's very high. Most startups fail, which means your equity usually ends up not meaning anything. I would take more money and less equity. I would also try to negotiate the equity investment period down. So most times you get like 1% of the company or something, and then it's like you don't get all of it until like 4 years or something. Jeremiah Casty, what's up? Just finished learning the fundamentals of JavaScript, trying to become a software dev. What should you learn alongside? Also, how can you become more fluent and knowledgeable? That just happens by default. That's a side effect. That's not your main goal. Becoming fluent and knowledgeable is a side effect of just doing the work. It's not like a main achievable goal. But you have to know some front end, right? If you know JavaScript and you don't know, like you can learn Node, I guess, before I say this. But like if you know JavaScript and you don't know how to manage pages like HTML and CSS, which was what JavaScript is originally for, to manage the DOM, HTML and CSS, move stuff around, move data, collect data, whatever. It's not going to make much sense, so you should probably learn HTML and CSS. That's why it's such a common stack, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, over and over and over. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting in a terminal doing 2 plus 2 and write a function that calls a function and self-invoked functions, and you're going to be like, well, when do I use this? What's this for? It's for front end. You can learn Node.js too, which is why I said that. But yeah, that'd be my advice for the startups thing. Just negotiate your equity investment down so that you get it right away, because if it goes under or not, you still get it. Obviously, you should do projects, like Craig says. Build projects. You can learn JavaScript core, but if you can't make anything with it, don't matter. Decentralized cryptos are only possible on certain blockchains. Yeah, maybe hit up some ERC20 tokens. I made a video on how to make one. I'm not sure if it's still the same. Might have changed. Craig knows. Craig is basically a wizard. How to move to USA if you're an above average full stack programmer. Okay, what makes you above average? Okay, the fact that you're saying I'm above average means that you think that you know more than most people, and if you think that you know more than most people, you've already lost that fight, fam. Also, my camera died. Nick, do I have any Piper coin? No. Just Ethereum. Jamie just watched the bare minimum. Yep. Could determination outweigh passion? I think that you'd want both. But passion dies. Passion comes and goes. There's a lot of days where you're not passionate about something. You do it anyways. I would say that's more of perseverance. Know of any good RSCS? What do you mean, Mike? Hit up Scrimba. Learn React on Scrimba. Lots of places, dude. Michael knows. Michael can hook you up. But I think my camera died, which is a sign for me to head to the gym. It's leg day. I look forward to not being able to walk later. So I'm gonna go do that. It's spelled like that. It's a good website. You can like watch videos and like code along. So you can watch the videos and you can pause the video and you can code along with the video. And so like you play the video and he's like coding in front of you, but you could pause it and then you can like change his code that he just coded. So it's pretty sweet. So anyways, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna go to the gym. Hope you guys have a great Friday. I'll be back later with one of these interviews that I have filmed, and I'll see you later. Will do, Bernard. Appreciate you. Pablo, Michael, Craig, Victor, Mark, Nick, Mike, Victor, Jesse. Who else I missed? Jamie, Pariah, Harry. I don't know if Connor's here. I'm a developer. Who else? All you lurkers out there, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Also, thank you for the donations, both of you guys. Thanks you. Appreciate that. And I'll see you guys later.